If you find yourself rushing from meeting to meeting with a head full of tasks and to-dos, you might be listening to what your team are saying, but not truly hearing them and understanding their message. And that is exactly what I'm going to talk about in today's episode of the Leader's Kitbag. How to listen more effectively and the hugely motivational effect that has on those people that we have the privilege and responsibility to lead. Hey, I'm Ben Morton. I'm a leadership trainer, executive coach, and keynote speaker. And if you or your organisation needs support with either of those three things, then please do get in touch. You can email me via chat@ben-morton.com or check out my website and the contact form there, which is ben-morton.com. So, to today's episode of the Leader's Kitbag. The modern workplace, indeed the modern world, makes it very difficult for us to listen well, either at work and or home. There are just too many distractions fighting for our attention. And in order to listen effectively and hear the message that people are trying to convey and to make them feel understood, we need to do two things. Number one, we need to actually develop our listening skills. And number two, we actually need to be much more intentional about listening. So, in order to listen well, we need to consciously shift gears, if you like, before each meeting or one-to-one. Simply put, we can do this by just taking a momentary pause. It doesn't need to be long at all, where we just step back and ask ourselves a simple question such as, what does the person or people I'm about to go and meet or interact with need from me right now? Once we've done that, we can then just create some sort of transitional protocol or ritual, if you like, just to reset and get ourselves in the state of mind to go and listen effectively. This could be just taking a couple of really deep breaths to reset and rebalance. It could be clearing out some of the mental clutter that's going on in our head, or just taking a couple of minutes to do a brain dump and get everything that's going on in here out of our head and into a notepad or digital note-taking tool, for example. Now, you might think, great, Ben, but I have back-to-back meetings, like it's just not possible. Well, yes, I hear that. And there are still some options and some things we can do. For the meetings that you own and run, why not set them as 50 or 55-minute meetings instead of an hour, and work really hard to keep to that schedule so you and everybody else has got 5 minutes to write up your notes and clear your head. Alternatively, if you've got a 9 till 10 meeting and then a 10 till 10:30 one-to-one, you still have a choice. At 10 o'clock, you could finish your first meeting, go into your second. Now, you could go in rushing, unprepared, with a head full of clutter from the previous meeting, and the person you're with might not feel particularly valued or important because you're not fully focused on them. Or you could start that meeting by saying, 1 second, Ben, I've just come from a particularly busy meeting. Your one-to-one is really important to me. Please just give me 5 minutes to clear my head and capture my notes from the last meeting before we start. And by the way, feel free to do the same yourself while we're sitting here. Personally, I would much rather a leader who did that and have 25 great minutes with them rather than 30 distracted minutes. So that's how we can shift shift gears. And then once we've done that, we can also just ask ourselves another simple question. What energy do I want to take into this next meeting? Or better still, what energy do the people in this meeting need from me? Is it one of curiosity or calmness? Is it empathy or inspiration? And then again, just consciously shift gears to get into that state. And one final top tip to really help those that you are meeting and interacting with to feel listened to, heard and understood. And this is about your mobile phone. Please, if you want the person to feel listened to, put your mobile phone away and out of sight. There was a fascinating study done by the University of Chicago where they found that people merely having their phone in their field of view, even if it didn't ring, ping or buzz, affected their ability to perform on cognitive type tasks. It actually reduced their IQ in the moment. And the amazing thing was, everybody in the study denied that their phone had any impact on their cognitive brain function. They are just too distracting. That's it for this episode of the Leaders Kitbag. As always, I hope you found it useful. And if you do need any support with training, coaching, or speaking at your next event, then do get in touch. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, look after yourself and look after those you've got the privilege and responsibility to lead. Lead on, folks.